Hello and welcome to the Round 14 AFL Fantasy Review. It's George from Fantasy Take TV, and today we'll discuss how we went, what our trades were, and how we're shaping up post-buy, so what trades we'll do. But yeah, we scored 1,703, and we fell in the ranks a bit, went from 2.8k to 2.9k, so not ideal. Not a great ranking. I was hoping to be higher than this. I think last year we were around 500-ish, 500 to 1k, something like that, but I guess maybe we can... I don't know, see how we go, but our post-buy team probably isn't ideal. I think just need to fix it M8, I think, and then should be not too bad. But yeah, had a few issues over the buy rounds in Zorko, Max Gorn, Butters now, and Bailey Smith. So it was a little bit hard to make upgrades, but did the best we could. So yeah, I think a lot of people had a lot of carnage this week. So rookies and Bruce, like Josh Kelly, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, our trades this week, D'Ambrosio in for Durden. Durden was leaking cash, wouldn't have been included in our best 18. I think that was the best trade we could have done. And then we brought in Parker and Bont for Greg Clark and Gorn. So Parker and Bont, pretty boring picks, fair price, maybe slightly over, maybe slightly underpriced, not too sure with these two this year, but figured they're going to be top 6 forwards regardless, so we brought them in. Yeah, just low risk, low reward, boring trades. So really need to get these big mids in because they're killing us. So that'll be the focus over the next month, I think. So yeah, so happy to have those two, but didn't really fire too well this week. So defense did okay. So Doherty was fantastic. He's incredible back there, the way he's playing at the moment. So it's good to see him back playing footy, let alone playing that well. Our Ware was really good. I think mostly wing, I think. So a few marks, good ball user. I like him. I think they're going to persist with him. Dawson was fantastic today. He was just mopping up everything down back. Moved up to a wing late in the game as well. So feeding him the ball a lot. You need to start on a wing and then he'd go all the way back and take kick-in. So he was just doing overtime back there, Dawson. So averaging 100.5 now. So he's been a good pickup for us. I think we got him for about 800. George Hewitt, 74. Disappointing, but seems to be always score better in Supercoach. Jaden Shaw, I think they were feeding him the ball a lot at half forward. So he plays that forward mid-roll and they just give him the ball to kick inside 50. So fine for now, I guess. Ambrosio we brought in. Played okay. So, it's his first game, so hopefully he can build a little bit and make a bit of money. Sicily and Crisp on the bench, so two important ones for us. Now the midfield, so we got Cogs in the midfield at the moment because we got a lot of forwards. So Cogs has been fantastic lately. Last 4 games with no Leon Cogs has been really good. Saligo 78, so this was a nice surprise. So his ownership is 20%, so high-ish, but been a really good pickup. I think we paid $250 for him. Gonna make a stack of cash. I think he gets to 500 in about 3 weeks, so that's probably when we cash him out. But yeah, we needed him on field. Plays North next week, so that'll be nice. Yeah, he looks really, really good. Really, really comfortable. Tom Mitchell, kind of wanted to trade Tom Mitchell, but in our position, probably needed to hold and back him in. What the hell is this? Josh Kelly, 73. So got him in for 900. It's like you pay 900. And then you get this, when you got Mills, Led, Brayshaw, McRae, and Steele's coming in. Walsh has been okay the past 2 as well. So, man, this one stinks. Lost to 27k, probably going to lose a lot more. My theory on Kelly is if he Josh Kelly very, very rarely has a bad game. And when he does have bad games, something's usually wrong with him. So, I'll need to check the CBAs, but I think he was a bit more wing or something. But, man, he was anonymous that game. Bit annoying. Took just the 90, so a bit up and down old Took, but yeah, I feel like I don't know about captaining Took. Just I don't know what Took's gonna turn up. Last year's Took or this year's up and down Took. So yeah. Anyway, Cripps 106, that's fine. I think we need to move him on, but later in the year. Haley full-time wing, and then they moved him half forward, pushing up in the stoppage in the 4th quarter. Which was a little bit better for him, but yeah, still playing Matt Crouch in there. Sam Berry was getting a bit more time in there, which is good for Berry. I really enjoy watching him play. But Haley 84 dropped a ton of marks. I think dropped 2 or 3 marks. Could have easily been a 90, but given what we paid for him, an 83 and an 84, Copped, I think he was on the bench for about 10 minutes this game, reaching for his hamstring or something like that, but I think it must have been cramp, came back on. Then last year got the knock, so maybe a tad could have been a bit more just because I had a few minor issues with him, but I've got a hold for now, and I think we'll flick him probably in 2 weeks, I think. So yeah, and then Oliver and Neil probably our two most important mids on the bench this week, but pretty highly owned. Oliver 30%, and Neil's probably a higher. A ruck line, Darcy Cameron didn't play, Hayes didn't play, and Jared Witts is bleeding money. So we've got a bit of a problem here. So his off the ball work is pretty shocking, but he plays Port this week, which means probably going to play Finlayson in the ruck, I think, with Teakle out. So he should score well, but he's bleeding too much money. So he needs to go eventually. So I'm thinking about trading him, but I'll explain after. Dunk's 107, but we VC'd him, and we decided to take it, and I think it was the right call because no one here beat that in our midfield or forward line, so it's a little bit sad, but just Doherty and Dawson beat it, but didn't really think to use them as C or VC, so not a great week for captains, but at least we got away with a 107 rather than captaining a crap one in the midfield. And Parker and Bont. Parker was really good for Supercoach. Same with Bont. They both went massive in Supercoach, like 120, 130. But yeah, Parker was on the bench for a very long time for a lot of periods, for like 2 periods. So don't know about that, but that's fine. And then Bont's fine. I think I don't know, maybe like 95 to 100 from Bont. Not sure. A little bit sore the shoulder, but I didn't really notice it too much. So played well. Rosie's been good. So he's averaged over 20 touches every game since moving to this mid role, and with Butters out for a bit, not sure how long. I think he'll keep doing his thing and averaging 90 odd, so that's fine. So he's not really a priority trade out at the moment, given our team, but yeah, we can keep holding him and he'll make a bit more money. So how much was he again? He's hitting 700, so that's good. We got him for 550. We've been now Zach Butters. We've been trying to get rid of Butters for a long time, 3 weeks straight, and just other stuff has happened, and now we have to get rid of him. So it's very annoying. Could have been avoided, but a bit unlucky. And then Mead. This was a complete fluke. He's been on our bench since round 1. Came in, and I think he's going to hold now with Butters out. So yeah, he played well. And then we get Brody back. So yep, those are our trades and team, and then our trades this week. So a little bit sus this week. So Butters all the way down and Tim English in for Jared Witts. So I think the logic behind this is Witts break even is 115 according to Footy Wire. Sometimes Footy Wire is a bit off. So yeah, he's going to drop money unless he scores 115. I don't see that happening. Although he should score well against Port. I don't know. He scored 77 this week, but he got a lot of frees for, got a few tackles and kicks that kind of just fell to him. So, yeah, I'm moving him on. I'm actually going to back Saligo at M8 instead of fielding Jared Witts. So the plan was we weren't going to have any rookies, including Jared Witts, but we've decided get rid of Jared Witts, field Saligo against North for a week, and then we'll fix it up next week unless we get issues. So, yeah, and also Charlie Comben, just a forward ruck loop, unless we get a 190k player. So I only really want to bring in a 190k player because I don't think we need money. We got Connor McDonald, we got Sam Hayes, we got Mead, Jacob Ware, Saligo. We got plenty of money. So yeah, for the next 5 weeks, we should be able to do one up, one downs, be it like a Mitchell or Cripps type, or these guys as well. So that's the post buy team. So defense. Very happy. So 300k in the bank, so we can fix M8. We can get a 900k mid, so probably Jack Steele next week, but we'll see how he goes on his comeback. So defense, very happy. No reason to do anything to the defense anytime soon. English, Cameron, I think that's the top 2 at the moment, so very happy. And then the forward line, very happy here. So no Trelaw, Taranto comes back, so one to keep an eye on. But yeah, I think these forwards should hold up just fine. And then Himmelberg's been quite good, but depending on their ruck injuries, he might have to play forward maybe, but I think they definitely want to keep him back. It just depends on injuries, I guess. So Yeah, and then the midfield, Oliver, Neil, good, and then the rest, like I don't know with Josh Kelly. You'd think he bounces back, and same with Took. But like Mitchell, not good. Cripps, not great. Haitley, not acceptable at this point in the year, and Siligo, disaster. So, we would expect to drop ranks this week because this is not good. But I guess when we had to make 4 sideways trades over the buys, this is kind of what happened. So we should have pissed in a premium team at M7, M8, but it just wasn't to be. Because instead of doing sideways, we could have done like a 1 up, 1 down sort of deal. Like could have cashed in Hayes and McDonald this week, for example. Like they could have already been cashed in. What I'm saying, instead of doing sideways, but that's all right. We took on the risk with players like Zorko, and then we got what we deserved for that. And hopefully Kelly's all good. I just find it strange for like he very rarely has bad games, so I just find it strange. But it was against the Dogs, so see how he goes. Our plan next week is probably McDonald and Hayes 1 up, 1 down, and then grab. I think we'll only have 900k, which means we miss these 4. So we need to get these Mills, Laird, Brayshaw, McRae need to get those 4 in over the next few weeks, but maybe we can grab Steele or Walsh. I don't think Walsh is top 8 though. Maybe like top 10. Maybe, we'll see, but he could be, but we'll see how they go. So anyway, that's the team. Let me know how you went, what your trades are, what are you doing with Butters. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.